the audience.
Record this, so you need to just because you need to go over any of this stuff. All right. So email accounts. So in general, your like admin.agent Hope for your email boxes, they have their own link to it. So there's a link, that you just click on if you were on the web or on the computer, that you can click it and you'll log in before probably go straight to the
Oh, okay.
box.
So
But it'll
it'll
look like a
automatically
typical
log me in.
box, a typical email. Yeah, after you put your password in for that specific
Uh huh.
email, then you'll just put your password, because each email box has its own
Password.
um, each yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Hold on, give me one
Okay.
second. One
Okay,
second,
brother.
give me one
No
second.
problem.
But yeah, as far as just being able to create those emails, your email box, pretty much simple email box, pretty much similar to all the others. But this is just checking it through the
Okay.
online, any just through a link, any of the emails online. But you also have an email profile. Um, so any of your email profiles, if you want them, I can send them to you. So for this, and this is what it looks like. So for example, if you have um, if you have your phone, and you want to check your email directly
Uh
from
huh.
your phone, just being able to plug these settings inside of every phone has where you can put Yahoo, Google, and a
Yeah.
custom email to check your
Yeah.
email settings. And sometimes you may have multiple emails of multiple employees, and I send these profiles for each person that needs to connect directly to their email
Okay.
account. But another strategy is just because you have a current email. So an email forward, for example,
Oh, I
right
got you.
now. So
Right.
if you were to test right now, if you were to send an email to info@agenthope.com, let me see. I think I have your email here. All right. So if I put basically, I'm saying, hey, anybody that sends an email to info.agenthope, also forward it to your email, your
Got you.
Gmail. So I just put that in place. So now of course you can, so any email you get, you can just get it now in your regular e-box. But when you're responding to the email, that's when you actually need to actually
Okay.
log in, you to respond directly from that email box. And sometimes if you want any of these things or have any of these things, you can either send it to me or let me know. But autoresponder, some people don't have those things, even in their
Okay.
Gmail.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Because sometimes it's just a quick, even using AI to say, hey, write me an optimized, lead magnet, so when people randomly send me emails about, buying a house or something,
Right.
so it can auto respond with more information or more things. But a lot of times you would do it after you build your websites and links, because now you actually have links, so you can say, hey, this is a call to action inside that forward to click here and do this and do that.
Okay.
So if they send you a random cold email, you instantly send them a message right back with links to your site, for them to insert information and other
Okay.
things. But that's how you kind of use it once you have a few call to actions together. But as far as back to your actual cPanel is basically your digital apartment. The website is just one unit, would be one unit inside of your apartment. So this is just doing administrative stuff before making sure your stuff is up and
Okay.
secure. Part of it is when you have your own apartment building. Every website that's online actually has a security certificate up here at the
Okay.
top. If not, you'll actually see like some kind of unsecure connection here, and you can actually see every certificate of each website that is
Right.
secure. And the biggest thing inside of every server, it has what you call a SSL, and an SSL is basically the security for your platform. Um, so right now, it's already active. So
Okay.
and then you'll see
So
it here.
we good on that one.
But
Okay.
Yep. So that was the first thing as far as making sure, because it took a day or two for it to be, and that was maybe a few days back. But it takes a day or two for security to fully activate on the
Right.
platform, so that the link is fully secure, especially like financial
Yeah.
stuff and real estate stuff. But let me see.
1 second.
Let's see mailbox.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, gotcha. And then now, as far as the website itself, right now, I just took it off of maintenance mode. Um, but this is just putting it in maintenance mode so that we'll have a password. Put it back on. So now it's going to be visible. But then soon as I start uploading all the different files and different layouts and stuff
Okay.
like that, the site is locked, but it's password protected. So when I send you the password, that's all. You can view it even though it's not fully locked to everybody
Okay.
else. So let me see.
Oh, that's my email or my website.
Say
That's the
again.
website. Okay.
Yeah, the website. So that's just being able to it's just gonna be locked. And so now when we start uploading all the stuff in there, the formats and the layouts and the service pages and stuff like that, then it'll just be locked. So having a now there's a server access, which you shouldn't have to log in too much, at all
Right.
really. That's the kind of stuff I maintain every month for the server costs.
Okay.
But then there's the email login. I guess that's per person based on if they need to log in, because sometimes they can just read through the forward. But, if they don't need to respond. And then there's a website login. So the second meeting is about going through your website, logging in. Um, let's see, and doing the training for your different systems inside of your website.
Okay.
Your CRM system, your booking system. So now it's this password protected. But as far as your CRM system and your appointment booking system, being able to go through those trainings, and that training is probably about an hour. And then through that page, we go through the pages and some of the links so that you can go through and view and see what it looks like on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last meeting, third meeting is about testing, just testing, making sure, and all these are recorded. The main one, the second one, since it's the most training, is more It's but it's all recorded as far as so that later I usually put it on private YouTube link. So when it comes to managing your CRM system and your appointment booking system, calendar stuff, event stuff and stuff like
Okay.
that, then you at least have video to
Right.
reference.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna need that.
After afterward. Yeah, just take a few
Yeah.
trials. Take a few
Yeah.
trials. That's why it's gonna be less call to actions. But this is log in as we log in here. Um, but to be able to once we start uploading stuff, these will actually be a lot of different things. Actually a lot more on here. It'll be going all the way down. So it'll be a long training, kind of basically going over all the tools that's inside of this column here. Which will represent a lot of the tools inside of your CRM system and your website. But making it easier is the next job. Just making it hiding some of the extra menus so it's not too much stuff that don't need to be maintained. Like comments or stuff like
Right.
that. If you're not doing blogs and stuff.
Okay.
But being able to now have an email login, there's a website login, and there's a server FTP login. So that's the main part of being fully set up. Setting up the emails, and then next stage is seeing the pages, sites, and editing, and then training on systems and stuff. Uh, I think last time we maybe went over a checklist of things that may went over. I'm not sure, but I know you said we was on here before.
Yeah. Checklist as far as
Yeah, as far as just this is stuff. It's just basically all the stuff we go through in the training. But that's I can send you a list of the
okay.
stuff. But yes, it's itemized in general. I guess inside the system, it just kind of goes over what the three trainings
Okay.
are because of the systems, because of the kind of system you have. But yeah, so that's the main thing, being able to go through and this is some of the same stuff that I went over. I did two trainings earlier, but how to be able to add all these different automations, because your system has hundreds of different automations inside of it. So being able to plug in, at least just get your systems together first, and then realize, if you already using stuff like Telegram or WhatsApp or
Yeah, I'm using.
a lot of these
Yeah, I'm using WhatsApp and Telegram.
yeah. So yeah, to be able to automate some of the things, like when people do stuff on your site, they join a Telegram group or something related to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what these pro automations allow you to do. But it's setting the system up and then being able to grow. Once you grow the site, the Telegram group grow, or when the Telegram group grow, they get added to the site. But being able to have those automations in place, that's the next thing after setting up. You're making sure you have your systems, and then expanding it to figure out the stuff you are using so that they can just be connected, at least in a way or two, just in general. But yep, and then just being able to have your appointment booking system as well,
Okay.
because you have appointment booking system similar to this, where you have your calendar, your appointments, your events. So if you were to do certain type of real estate events or home buying events,
Mm-hmm.
or whether it's online or offline, it's almost like Eventbrite in a sense on your own
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, I would like to
So that's part of this.
start
So that's
start that one like home buying. Some people do a consultation, or something like that. Just having that link to somebody
yeah,
click on, then I just have a live, going over all the documents, any questions. I mean, I think that'd be a good catch as far as getting clients that got questions for a lender or something like that, or qualifying for a loan. Just yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's part of the training. So this since you have this advanced booking system. Appointments is one thing because people can book free consultations to do all types of things, but the event system by itself, if you were saying, hey, every month we're gonna do home buying, or every day, every week we might do home buying
Hmm.
Fridays or something, or and then it may be an hour just going over some of the stuff that you need to get it
Right.
together. But to get a flyer designed, for example, and now you have a link on your website where people can book tickets, and if you were to if I were to plug up Go Brunch, they would just pop
Right.
up in this room. But if I were to, if you were to connect to Zoom, I think you need a paid Zoom to do it, but it connects the Zoom API, so it spins up the room needed to do the event with the
Hmm.
people. So as far as being able to have a lead magnet all week long, every week, or once a month, to say house buying Fridays, or free house buying Friday
Yeah.
webinar,
Oh, yeah.
or but to be able to have an appointment book, well, not appointment, event booking system similar to Eventbrite. Now people are buying tickets, or well, buying free
Hmm.
tickets, and that's how you get a lot of leads using your event system by itself. So I've created a demo event, show you how to do an event, and something like what we were just talking about, and then see it on the front end, book the ticket, and then see it on the
Right.
back end. But that's kind of the event part. Same thing with the appointments, free consultation of some sort, or even a paid consultation if you were to upgrade and do like more paid and e-commerce appointments related to certain stuff.
Hmm.
I've seen loan application appointments. It could be all types of stuff. But as far as being able to have employees, if you have an event booking system and a calendar booking system, having employees help service all these events and appointments is a
Hmm.
thing. So having employees in this advanced system as well. Services is same as appointment. So when people are booking an appointment, they're booking some type of service. So it could be free home buying appointment. It could be free real estate funding appointment. It could be,
Right.
it could be all different types of
Right.
appointment to show people, to separate the services, and they book those type of appointments based on the services.
Okay.
Some people have different locations. You may have different, real estate location offices or something like that, with multiple employees, with multiple services, with multiple appointments, with multiple
Right.
events.
Okay.
So so a lot of training is going to be on one that application as well, because that's a premium feature.
Oh.
Similar to like this all these automations. Sometimes this is only when needed. If you don't really know what some of this stuff is, it's a real premium app. But if you don't really use other systems, you may not
Right.
may not think about what you need to automate, or the next thing. Sometimes it's good to look over all the apps that's in here when you get a chance, if you use other things, to see if you can put stuff more
Okay.
order. But yeah, so that's just basically what the kind of the training is actually on. You have a CRM system where you have dashboard and contacts and lists and tags, and you also have forms, different forms where people submit, maybe a home buying form, submit, do you have this? Do you have that? Or do you have this? Do you have that? What's your credit? What's this? What's
Hmm.
that? But just going over all the stuff that I create, that's kind of what we see it on the front end, and then on the back end, I show you how this stuff is
Okay.
managed back here. So that's kind of what just the next training is about. So I was just kind of going over some of the small stuff as far as systems training, because it's sometimes it may seem like a lot, but the overall system management of everybody. Forms people submit, appointments people submit, events going on, and then payments, or products, if that was the
Hmm.
case. And then only if any of those things are growing, if products are growing, pages, sometimes pages could mean, well, posts could actually mean
Right.
blogs. So blogs can grow. Your CRM is going to grow with people. Your appointment booking is going to grow. So that's why you have a calendar. So being able to kind of go over all those different things and kind of take notes and record it. I work on trying to chop some of the smaller videos up, because I do a lot of the same systems, custom CRM with some of the same tools a
Hmm.
lot. So working on making more 10-minute videos on specific small things. So if you may think about this automation tool and it's just a 10-minute video based on just this versus like having a 2-hour video of me training and you're like, man, what when did he say such and such? I gotta go
Yeah.
back to it.
Right.
you know but yeah, just working on chopping some of those things up
Okay.
more.
What does
With
groundhog mean?
Groundhog, that's a
Oh, okay.
CRM system.
Okay.
See, so all these are different automations that can be going somewhere else. So, for example, if somebody fill out a home buying form, for example, let's say we're using a
Okay.
contact form, and somebody we have a loan application in there now, but let's just say somebody fill out a
Uh
home
huh.
buying form, and let's say we use Telegram. Let me see where we at. In fact, you can do a few different things. They buy the home buying form. If you have Twilio or get Twilio, Twilio can send them a text message, or you can say, boom, let's have them join the Telegram group
Okay.
specifically, you know, and you can move people around, data around, or WhatsApp, send them a WhatsApp message about, what to do next about this, home
Mm-hmm.
buying process. But being able to have this advanced automation system, it's no extra cost to do,
Okay. What
any of
is
these
Twilio?
things
What
as many times
you
as you
mentioned?
want.
Twilio or Trilio? Which one
You said
was that?
what?
You said send a text message. Oh,
Twilio, this one right here. So Twilio, you go to them to get a $1 phone
okay.
number. So you pick a phone number, pick your phone number, and then usually it's like $1 or sometimes dollar
Okay.
20 or 30, but a month to rent a
Wow.
Twilio number. Uh, but to be able to connect Twilio, sometimes Twilio is probably one of the most popular SMS marketing
Oh, I
platforms there
got you.
is, though. So if you go to their website, they have hundreds of other products too. Not only just to you have to navigate through it just to even find a phone number because this their platform is
Right.
so advanced. Even giving AI phone call privileges right now. The top company is Twilio. You give it the Twilio number, and now the AI making a phone call
Oh,
from
wow.
that number. Yeah. So, but being able to move, people around, like maybe people join email lists and other
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So people use Salesforce or all types of things. So it's just using this to move data around more places to possibly do something. I can probably use you can probably use this to send it to Chat GPT. I can use Zapier and then send it to Chat
Mm-hmm.
GPT. So they can fill out a home buying form, answer a few questions, use Zapier to take all the questions they answered and create something super custom and send it to them on
Okay.
WhatsApp. And they like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
what's this? They like customized to me. But that's just more of an
Customizing
advance,
you.
an advance. This is more of an advanced, feature you would do. Just connect, mixing some of these
Got you.
automations
Got you.
together, or you can do Excel, where you may use Excel sheets and have this data go, or Airtable. Some people have just instead of having it on, they already use Excel, so sometimes sending this data straight to an Excel sheet, sometimes, or Google Sheets
Right.
like it's here, or Google Contacts, adding them literally to the contacts you
Yep.
have on your phone.
That'd be good. Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So basically, and this is any action on your site whatsoever. We can program any of this stuff whatsoever. So it's almost like if somebody book an event, okay, add them to Google Contacts. Okay, somebody book a calendar meeting. I mean, sign up for an appointment. Boom, add them to a WhatsApp group.
Right.
And there's so much stuff you can do once you actually have a system and a flow, and you just try to figure out how to optimize, with your process and your business
Okay.
processes. Yep. So that's kind of more of an advanced
Right.
part as far
Because
as
the biggest thing
being able
is
to use that.
I mean even just going back to them thousands of lead numbers I bought. years ago, and still, I mean, and then at just 6 months ago, I mean, just sending a like a automatic text or an email or just text, just saying you still about thinking about I'm saying something
Yeah.
in that think about buying or selling or just wanting information about the park.
One at a time.
Would it be one at a time?
Yeah, yeah, because that probably would. You said you just have a random list sitting somewhere.
Well, I purchased a lead list, and it got about, I mean, give or take about three or
Oh,
four thousand names on there.
oh yeah, it's a lead list. Yo, yeah. So you can't send all that
Okay.
stuff at one time because if people didn't opt in to be on a list, you can't. Especially you
Oh,
can't
I
mass
got you.
email a whole list of people that
Yeah, I
didn't
got
opt
you.
in
That's
to be on
that's
the list.
against, yeah, yeah.
Um, but but I can but I can show you how having a server is actually the first start of that. How to
Oh,
do
I
that the
got you.
right way though. So now that you actually have a server, there's a few tools that I have that actually helps that
Okay.
process. So for example, let's just say you have 10,000 emails right now. You say how many you have?
It's about
Let's just say,
at least 4,000 names I purchased. Names and take numbers and
okay, got
names of property addresses also.
yeah. So have you ever heard of email
Nope.
server warming? Yeah, gotcha. So email server warming is basically, it's laws against, not, you can't mass email people, that haven't joined
Gotcha.
in on
Yep.
the list. But what you can do is email people
Okay.
individually, but there's no, there's no laws emailing a whole bunch of people individually, but there is gray lines when
A bunch
emailing
of
a whole
people.
bunch
Right.
of
I
people
got you.
individually.
Okay.
So the gray line is, you know, you could be a scammer.
Right.
That just for the internet purposes, you could be a
Mm-hmm.
scammer. So how can you build up trust with us so you can prove that you're
Right.
not a scammer? Which is what is called email warming. So I'm gonna go to this email warmer here because I have a few email warmer tools. So a email warmer tool, what it means is, it's almost like you want to send out, thousands of emails, but you can't because you're not
Gotcha.
trusted yet. So an email warming process sends out one email, and then one day, then to the next day it sends out two emails. Then next day is three, next day is four, next day is five,
Right.
next day is six, next day is
Mm-hmm.
seven. And then it literally builds up. Like email is really internet integrity. That's
Gotcha.
literally what it is. But because the email, the world has the trust, the information coming from your
Gotcha.
location. So that's what email warming up is. It's almost like people running track. If you take off sprinting in a 100 and you didn't stretch,
you
you're
gonna
gonna
you
you're gonna
gonna
pull a
pull
ha-
something?
you're gonna pull
Yeah.
a hammy. So if you didn't warm up, then you risk doing
Okay.
losing a lot. So email warming process, a lot of times, even configuration wise, you have to literally plug in, and you would get blacklisted. That's actually what happens when you go too fast on your email warming and you
Okay.
don't do it the right way. But when you're doing email, connections to be able to even send out emails, you connecting platforms like this or any other platform to
Okay.
the server. So for example, you can, like, this connection I just actually just gave you for your email. Literally, this is the information that I just created for you for these
Gotcha.
different boxes. So we would literally put the STP host, which is the host information I was sharing, the SSL that we literally was just talking about. You have
Mm-hmm.
SSL encryption. I would put these same ports that I was just showing you about the profile that I would send to each email,
Mm-hmm.
person on your team. So this gives the platform access to send out these emails.
Okay.
So that's what this does. And then a drip campaign is where you can basically send out. For example, you have you have 3,000. Let's just say you have 5,000 emails, for example. We know in total we're gonna send out 5,000 to each 5,000 people. So even though it's an email warming process, all we still do is upload the whole
Mm-hmm.
list on here. You know, then it'll still go through the whole email process. Not just one by one, but it's actually um, three
Gotcha.
different times. So usually a campaign is three times. So you don't just send one
Mm-hmm.
email. Usually you send three emails.
Okay.
Um, but the first one may say, hey, we do this such and such and such. We're reaching out to you. Second one can say, hey, I don't know if you got my last email. you know, the third one may be like, this may be our last time talking. We having a free, home buying seminar. Come
That's what
sign
I
up.
get from
Something like
Wall
that.
Street Trapper sent me that it's my birthday sale.
I know, right? Birthday
Yeah,
for
I
a
know,
long
right?
time. I seen that last month. I was like, damn, that's still up. I don't say nothing, man. I just look at the jewels he be dropping, man. That's
Birthday
all.
sale.
Birthday, I need to do that a month before and a month
Yeah,
after. They
I
be
may
having three
try
month
that too. My
sales.
birthday sale. My birthday
Yeah, a month before and a month after. You got 3 months.
birthday buyer consultation, free buyer consultation.
See, there it is. There it is. Get them in the door. But as far as being able to have those three emails, that's why 5,000 emails actually turns into 10,000 emails. I mean, 15,000 emails because it's sending out three to
Oh.
each. Yeah, so just like that I was saying, that explaining that three
Mm-hmm.
email sequence, it would send it out. If you have 4,000, that's really 12,000 emails.
Okay.
So being able to put that whole list inside of this system, attach it to your server to warm it up, and then at a certain point you'll be able to send out cold emails randomly to more list of people. And I have tools I can find list of people as well. Find hundreds or thousands of people to send emails out
Mm-hmm.
to, and I can search by NSIC codes. If people are in different industries, I can search different industries based on the type of list. I curate my own list with all different types of
Hmm.
tools. But tools like this, I can create lists based on NSIC codes. They can be in, let me see, real estate activities. Let's see what kind of real estate activities. I'm literally narrowing down a list of people I'm about to buy,
Oh, I got you.
buying and selling and
Yeah.
owning of real estate. Let me see, buying and selling. Let me see what's in here. So these are actually people in that industry. So I don't know if that selling straight to them, but let's just say I was finding a list specifically for rent people that were buying and selling own
Mm-hmm.
of real estate. In general, it just gave me a list of almost 400
Oh,
and something
wow.
thousand people right now. You know, and then and this is, I think, and then I can narrow down this location to say, okay, maybe people in Atlanta, or maybe people in United States, or maybe people, because even any of these
Right.
countries. Let me see, I'm in North America, so I could literally click United States specifically and be like, okay, or I can zoom in on the state if I wanted to. So my list actually just went up because I don't think I did it last time. So now my list is at 19
Oh,
million.
Lord.
So to even narrow it down even more, let's just say I would do stuff like, I do website stuff. So I can literally look at company size. If employee range, if I know they only have one person in the business, so I'm gonna say 1 to 1. If they only got one person in their business and they do real estate, 9 times out of 10, they don't
Right.
do websites. So if I'm searching employee range one of one, so now I'm about to narrow it down even more instead of having 14 million or whatever it is.
Is that 14
Yeah, I need to
million is
narrow it
what
down
is
a little
that
bit.
number?
That was just the people that was
I
in this
mean,
search.
is that people active now or live or just thinking of, you know,
Yeah, I mean these are all people that I can scrape these lists right here inside of here, and it showed me their profile on some of these. Like if their email is here, if their phone number is here, I can put copy a whole bunch of them on
yeah,
the side. But in general, I can literally unlock it or unlock a
yeah.
few of them all at one time, and then boom, I get the full email and the phone number that's in here. So boom, that's their information there, and I can click it and actually see their whole profile as well. But as far as I usually do it in bulk, but you can literally click and I can see all the stuff they got going on here. I see they use WordPress. I see they use WooCommerce. I see they have a website here. They got a phone number and they
Is
have
that
an
a
email. So
someone
and
working
it's
at a company or a real estate agent or some who is that?
this is a corporation. I clicked on
Oh,
some
okay.
corporation name, but just
Oh,
knowing that they only had one
right.
one employee, to me, it may still just be a small business trying to look
Oh,
big.
I got you.
And some of them, like if it had a phone number and an email, but no website, that might be the perfect person for me to
Gotcha.
email and phone call. So I can scrape the list, narrow it down even more to say, hey, I don't see you have a website on
Right.
your profile, you know. Or I can narrow down stuff by
Mm-hmm.
technology as well. So that's a whole nother ballgame. But being able to find thousands of people and list of thousands of people, this I think now it's only at you know 1,400,000.
Okay.
So and this is just narrowed down based on these random results here. But yeah, so this means the ways to find the list, and then another part of that is actually contact search. Because all the lists that you have, sometimes it's putting that list inside of a system to see if all those emails are
Right.
even active before I sit here and send them out, because that hurts your technically your send out rate if you sending out emails to inactive
Okay.
emails. But putting those emails in a list of a place where you can comb through different
Right.
things like that. And sometimes they contact information will change, so I can actually search certain companies by their emails and different stuff as well. So being able to let me see, find contacts. It's always a few tools out here to be able to enhance
Okay.
those processes, job
That
position.
looks like a great tool right
So,
there,
oh
man.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I have a few of them that's similar to this. And that's just going over that thing you was talking about. I mean, just mentioning, now you said you have
Right.
that full list. It would really be having these links
Mm-hmm.
to your site, putting it in these
Yeah.
sequences here, getting that list and then running that whole traffic through these events, through these forms, through the CRM system. So now these, you take people off of these all for whatever lists and then start putting them in the system, meaning, now they're paying, showing up, signing up,
Right.
doing whatever they need to do.
Okay.
So that's the goal. But being able to use tools like this, like sales. All right, last one is similar, but this one I think it allows me to send out. I think I'm at 30,000 emails, 40,000 emails every month or something like that.
Oh, wow. That's what you doing now?
Yeah, that's just my
Oh, I got
capacity
you.
right now. I got to check to see how much I'm actually using.
Sales Blink.
Um, but when you have You said
That's
what?
Sales Blink, the name of it.
Yeah, sales blink. So the other one was sales rocks, and then this one's
Okay.
sales blink. But being able to have a system and now going through your list to be able to you know you know make these happen, make it go through your list fast enough. And because I ain't been on here in that long. They want to make that's my phone number. Let's see. Yeah, so I purchased these, lifetime deals. So I don't actually pay monthly. Let's see. Oh, this is a different account. I'm gonna log in. Yeah, I'm just showing you. Did I show you about AppSumo or no? I think
I
that's what we
think you
talked about
did,
last time.
and believe me, brother, I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my other account. Let me see. But yeah, so AppSumo, just being able to purchase all these tools that I'm showing you, whether the
Uh-huh.
tool we on now, the CRM tool that I was, even send links and
Right.
invoices on, the two tools I just
Hmm.
showed you, this meeting tool, all these tools I pay
Okay.
zero
Well, I
dollars a
like to
month for.
get that the same thing you got.
But
Far as the stuff that you think I really need, but far as this right here, far as the meeting place, I think it'll be. I'll stand out from the crowd on this one.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So and AppSumo is just really like a strategy. We can go over that once you have your main system set up because it's learning what a server capacity can do. As far as adding websites, and if you upgrade the website itself, you don't need like booking outside booking apps like Calendly and
Hmm.
all this other stuff. So all. But when you go to AppSumo, so some of that stuff will be not needed because your CRM system does
Right.
a lot of stuff already. But when it comes to like purchasing certain AI tools, or purchasing social media schedulers, or like sales tools, like the kind of tool we just went over, all those the exact tools I have not always available, but there's always tools on AppSumo that strategically, when you buy it, especially if it don't cost you nothing in the future. Now it's everything on AppSumo. Most likely, you're literally paying one time, and you're never paying
Right.
for these apps ever again. So like Go Brunch, sometimes it literally
Oh,
disappears and
okay.
then it comes back. So what we're using now for meetings, next week it may pop up to say, "Hey, available for 48 hours only," and be like, 69, eighty
Oh,
nine
okay.
dollars or something. You know, uh, but then you never pay ever again. I paid for this in 2021 or something. But I never paid for it again. Zoom would even limit your meeting times, and your meeting would cut off if you were doing
Yeah,
something you didn't pay for
hours the
Zoom.
max, ain't it?
Sometimes I think it's 45 minutes if for some multi
Hmm.
people in the room or something. But on here it's no limits at all. These are actually 24-hour workspaces. So even if I didn't show up, it can be 4 or 5 people in here, and
Oh, wow.
I'm not even here. So some of these are literally just virtual workspaces, not just Zoom meetings. Like Clubhouse. It's literally if nobody's even in the Clubhouse room, it can't stay
Right.
open. But these do.
So, how,
I can lock them. I can lock them. But this one is I just made it so you can come right in. But I can lock these rooms, and then this room is literally 24/7,
right.
7 days a week. That's why this link is always the same when we meet because
Okay.
it's not going to change. But having tools like this is good to just literally complement your system because just a meeting tool in general, of course, you'll plug it up to your appointment booking system or plug it up to your event system or anything like that related, because then now it's integrated with your system, and if you pay for it the right way, it didn't cost you. Don't It's not a maintenance fee to now do all these these background rooms
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But so once you expand your business with paying for tools smarter,
Right.
like AppSumo
Yeah.
strategies, you'll end up having a super system and still paying
Got
$20 a month. But that's just once you start adding even more stuff on to the tools you're logging in. And sometimes it's good for hiring and stuff like that, like social media scheduling tools. It's one on AppSumo now, like $79. The one I use, I bought this 4 or 5 years ago, and it
Yeah.
comes back every now and then. But then people, last client bought it because they didn't have no kind of social media scheduler, and they had people just ready to log in, but they didn't have nothing to prevent people from logging directly into all their websites. I mean, all their social profiles. So now that they can just log into the schedule things, schedule for them, and then it just posts on their platforms. But so sometimes it's for employees, not just for yourself, or schedulers, or it could be people on Fiverr, that you had, helping you do stuff. But if you give them your login, and then they be like, "I'm mad, man. Pay me more money, or you're locked out of your
Yeah.
account." This you should never have
Right.
that much power. If that's why you have, social tools that's in the middle. They allow them to do the scheduling,
But
and just allow them
I
to
done that one
use
on
that
Fiverr.
tool.
Had a list I gave to them. They advertised $30 or something, whatever it is. Then they end up freaking talking about it'll be I'll give you $400. I do this and that, and I'm like, you freaking trying to hustle somebody, man? God dang. But yeah,
I
it's
know, right?
crazy, but it is.
But yeah, so that's just being able to enhance the systems after you have it on there. Because now once you have your all the tools you need to run the business, and maybe employees and bookings and meetings and events, all those are ways to create leads, and then just the ways to get it to social media to promote all the functionality. That's kind of book the appointments, book the meetings, book this, book that, and then after that, maybe funnels. The next step after having a site will be more of a funnel, or maybe a funnel and an ad, to the next level of that. But that's after getting a website together. Because even having a website, it's still most of the time, funnel is different because it's more of sometimes you build it inside of the website. But if people were to go to a website that had all this stuff going on, they may not make any choice. They may not be ready to buy a home today. They may be ready 2 months from now, but it's nothing on here that's gonna make them sign up today to make them even automate to remind them 2 months from now. So a funnel is something that pull people in, especially if you're running ads. You would want to trade any dollar for email. Versus people will pay ads and or pay for traffic to go to their website, and then we'll see all the metrics on their site, and they'll have a whole bunch of views, but where's the clicks and the emails? You can have it on the it's still gonna be on the page in general on the website, but a funnel gives them no choice but to do just that, though. And sometimes, yeah, exactly, to click sign, put your email and click. And sometimes you use a lead magnet as far as a front end of a funnel. So hey, here's the home, you know, super smart home buyers guide. 10 ways to do something, 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 something. But to be able to give somebody something for free to make them want to give you their email. If they signed up, they obviously about to buy a home. If it said that when they signed up, or trying to learn something about it. So most likely they're your ideal people. But then since those are people that downloaded a free download, they don't really know you. Still, they you paid for traffic to get in front of a whole bunch of people, but they still don't know you. Hopefully it says some stuff about you in the PDF, but over time, they may be ready 2 months from now, and that's kind of where email sequence and different things like that. So over the next week or two after they sign up, they get automatic emails to get to know you and other things about you. And hey, did you know we do free funding? Free home buying Fridays. Hey, did you know? We got a website. Hey, did you know you can follow us on YouTube? Just an email sequence for them to automatically get to know you on autopilot. And that's more of a funnel side of things, especially if you're directing ads or traffic. A longer route is more SEO. SEO as far as extending out the long term traffic when it comes to your pages and stuff like that. Sometimes with a new site, I say start a blog or add a blog onto it so that you'll have just some loads of different informations, or think of the top 10, 20, 30 questions that they ask you all the time, and create a blog out of each one of those things. But, uh, so sometimes that's, it's an SEO route. And then sometimes you go all the routes. But the website and the business system and the, domain and, email and credit qualifying stuff, all that stuff comes first. And then it's the, all the different traffic methods and things like that. So yeah, just kind of break down, what a website is versus funnel and SEO when it comes to outside of just the website and the system to run the business. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, got the loan calculator too. Yeah, definitely. Yep, yep, yep. We go over that. Go over that. But yeah, that was pretty much it as far as the system training. I was just kind of showing you other things as far as how the perspective of how you can just grow in different ways as far as once you have this, once we launch the system out. Yes, sir. So sounds good. So you have the booking link. So I would say what's today? I would say try to Tuesday as far as just going over our training, and that's usually might take about an hour. So all right, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, you can book the link I guess whenever you're ready. But I'll text it to you so that you'll always have it though. Um, that's for server stuff too. Sometimes you may be, hey, I need to add an email. I got an employee. Hey, I have a I need to add, I have an error here. I need to change this number. It could be anything. But that's kind of what sells Eva. Like, um, well, I think I have appointment booking link for server stuff to fill that out. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. You have a great rest of the day. And then, yeah, now. So, I mean, yeah, so I can just send you the profile or the logins of any ones you need. And you can just send me any ones you want me to create as well. But I forward that one so you can always test it to see test it out. But logging into your email if you need the logins, I can send you the logins or create the new ones so you can just text me the employees or the actual name of the emails that you want, and then I can send the logins to the ones you want to. All right, definitely sounds good. Sounds good. You have a great rest of the day. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, no problem. Talk to you later.